Hi guys, welcome back to Click Video Mag with Lensday Wednesday. Today, the first of what we call the great white lenses. Now what's interesting enough, this is essentially the smallest of the range of the great white lenses. This is the 400mm f4 DO lens, and what's most notably different about that is the green line on the front there. Most traditional white lenses, the big white lens has got a red line indicating L series image quality. This, for some reason or other, it's got something totally different. It is not an L series lens, but it is pretty damn close. And that green line indicates what we call multi-layer diffractive optics. And it's quite a radical technology that Canon patented and put a registered trademark on around about 8, 9, 10 years ago, I think, right now. And this is the third iteration of DO technology that we've seen. The first one was a 400 f4 DO, identical to this, just slightly bigger on the front element, and it was quite a revolution as far as technology is concerned. What the multi-layer diffractive optic gives you is truly and utterly spectacular colors. The amount of dispersion in terms of the wavelength of light, where the red falls further off the sensor and the blue falls short of the sensor, multi-layer diffractives allow absolute perfect colored rendition because the red and the green and the blue all pretty much fall as close as possible to each other. So color rendition is fantastic. When it's used in conjunction with UD glass or fluorite elements, the end results are pretty damn spectacular. The version 1 suffered from a bit of flare because the multi-layer diffractive optics are actually etched and they sat near the front element. And what actually happened when shooting into bright sources of light, the flare all over the place made this lens pretty damn ugly. A radical change, radical reconstruction in terms of design, in terms of the optics. We moved those multi-layer diffractives deeper into the lens itself so the flare became less of an issue. We added new coatings, we added new features and capabilities, we modified the stabilizer and improved the lens from the ground up, resulting in this baby. For a 400mm f4, that is absolutely and utterly tiny. And the greatest thing about this is that not many of our competitors have been able to come up with anything even remotely similar. The multi-layer diffractives allow a much sharper breakdown in terms of the light. Instead of having to bend at a shallow angle, bends at a much sharper angle, means the lens can be substantially smaller. A 400mm focal length is normally 40 centimeters long. This is around about 26. That's pretty damn tiny for a 400mm. f4 means lets in loads of light, small light, easy to use, fan-frickin-tastic for all kind of sports and wildlife type of shots. It's a little bit short for birds, so you might want to consider putting an extender on the back there. But as you can see from this baby, it's pretty damn well used. We use this a hell of a lot. I love it to absolute pieces. You've got the standard stabilizer modes, as you would expect out of one of the long glass lenses, and then focus presets, etc. You have also got the focus limiters. For those of you who play with long lenses, you'll know exactly what these things can do as far as tracking animals or moving birds in flight. Massive wide focusing area, which is very, very convenient and easy to use. The preset buttons that you can use for focus preset, or you can assign a function on the camera, and then your quick switch as far as focus preset is concerned, traditionally found on the big L lenses. As you'll expect, a nice filter draw, as you've seen on previous lenses. This is the 49mm. The bigger great white lenses all have 52. What an absolute pleasure. If you want something better than our 400mm 5.6, covered that a couple of months back. You don't have the money for the 400 2.8. That's coming up in an episode shortly. This is fan-frickin-tastic. For somebody who travels a lot, needs a good focal length in a small package, something small, lightweight, easy to use. What an absolute pleasure. The optical quality is astonishing, as you would expect from an L series type lens. The hood comes as standard. You will also get the trunk, if you can see it over there, which most certainly makes life very, very easy and very, very handy for traveling. That can go into an overhead luggage compartment quite simply, quite easily. But a cracking good focal length, a cracking good f-stop, and really, really good optical quality. The kind of thing you've expected out of an L series lens, despite the fact it doesn't have that red line. Anyway, that's all for this baby, but again, first of the great whites. We're going to talk about more of the great whites shortly. If I can fit them on the table, we will do an episode about them. Watch out for future episodes. As always, thanks for watching.